If Derek's happy, then I think everybody's going to be happy. Jason sounds happy. I don't think James is paying any attention anyway. So. All right. The table says one of the fastest growing jobs is that. Find the percent increase for the number of people in that occupation firm. Okay, so we started with 88. We went up to 220. So if I just wanted to say like 220 is what percent of 88, then I would go 220 divided by 88, because 220 is the part, even though it's bigger, and 88 is the whole that we're comparing it to. But I'm not asking 220 is what percent of 88. I want to know what was the percent increase.
First, you need to divide the 220 by 88 and then subtract the difference from the original 88.
Okay, so there's two ways you could go back. You could divide the 220 by the 88 and say, okay, that's the percent. Where I started was at 100%, so you can take off 100 at the end. The other thing you could do is you could say, well, kind of the more direct thing to do is say, I don't care about 220 itself. I only care about the increase, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is go 220 minus 88. The increase was 132, right? So then the percent increase would be, well, that's my part. So divide that by the whole. So I went up by, what's 1.5 as a percent? 150%. Yeah, I went up by 150%. Okay. Let's do another one like that. No, next one's not like that. So, okay. Well, actually, it is. It's percent decrease. So sofa regularly sells for $530. The sales price is $466.40. Find the percent decrease of the sales price from the regular price. So I don't actually care about the $466.40. What I care about is how much did it decrease, right? So what's the first thing I'm going to do?
The 4640 from 530.
Right. So the first thing I need to find is how much did it decrease. So 530 minus 4640. Yeah. So my part is 63.6. So I divide that by the whole, which was the 530. So I went down by 12%. All right. Ooh. All right. So now we're to income taxes. How many of you have ever computed your own income taxes? You've never made any money, have you? All right. So, we're going to learn a lot of words. You got a woman, earned $38.30, received $2,800 in interest from a savings account. So, that's a lot of money saved, especially for someone who only makes $40,000 a year. And she contributed $3,900 to a tax-deferred retirement plan. So before we go on, let's just talk real quick about that. Basically, you pay taxes on what you make. You also, part of what you make is any interest you earn. So the $2,800 is going to get added into her income, unless you have something that's tax deferred. So tax deferred doesn't mean you don't pay taxes on it. It means you don't pay taxes on it right now. So later when she retires, then she'll pay income tax on it as she retires. So which one do you think is probably better? Like as young single people or whatever state you're in, do you think it's better to, I mean, so the other option is you can have like retirement plans where you go ahead and pay taxes on it first, then put it into retirement. Do you think it's better to pay taxes?
It would give you a chance to make more interest on it while it's in there. I guess the X factor or whatever is what happens if the tax rate goes up over the course of a 4-year career. You know, but really, you know, if you put $3,900 in and you're not having to pay, you've drawn interest on $3,900 rather than if they take out 20% for taxes, whatever, rather than drawing interest on whatever that works out to like 3,000 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on how good your, I mean, traditionally the answer has been exactly that. It's like, okay, if you have, say, 3,900 versus 3,500, well, that extra $400 you put in there now is going to build up interest over the next 20, 30, however many years you have to work. And so it's better to go ahead and defer the taxes, and then you'll have to pay taxes on more when it comes out because you'll have that much more money. But on the other hand, you'll have that much more money. So it's better. Right now, virtually every retirement system I know is losing money. So you can actually make the case that right now it's better to go ahead and pay taxes on it. And you'll lose less in the long run. And yeah, I mean, it's basically better to pay taxes now for the same reasons it used to be better to hold off, because about the best retirement thing you have right now is take cash, stuff it under your mattress, and hope for the best.
If your social security is going to be bankrupt, so just plan on working the rest of your life.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is Social Security is going to be bankrupt. It's like, okay, I'm going to stop recording for a second.